Yo, anime fans, are you ready to find out which anime will blow up in 2026? Today in this video, top 20 best and most trending anime of 2026. If you love anime, make sure to hit the like button. Write in the comments which anime you're waiting for the most, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the hottest new releases.
Mr. Shin, what's going on? Hurry up and kill him!
Fujita, I can't do that. This is the guy that saved my life.
If you thought the world of Dorohedoro had already shown you everything, then Season 2 is ready to prove you wrong. The city of Hole is once again sinking into chaos, magic, and dark secrets. Kaiman continues his search for the truth about his past and about the one who turned him into a monster. But the closer he gets to the answers, the more dangerous the journey becomes. In Season 2, we'll see even more brutal battles, dark humor, and unexpected twists. Characters we once saw as villains will reveal new sides of themselves, and the world will become even darker and crazier. This is not just a continuation, it's a dive into a deeper and more twisted part of the story, where magic can be a curse and the past is the most terrifying enemy. Then get ready, because the madness is only beginning.
君はこれから魔法使いになるんだ。
If you think anime about magic is only about battles and spells, then Witch Hat Atelier is ready to show you a completely different side of wizardry. This is the story of a girl who has always dreamed of becoming a witch, in a world where magic is not an inborn gift, but an art that can be learned. One single mistake changes her life forever and opens the door to a dangerous and mysterious world of sorcerers. Here, magic is drawn with lines, symbols, and patterns. Every spell is like a painting, and every mistake can cost far too much. This is not just an anime about witches. It's a story about dreams, about the fear of making mistakes, and about how hard it is to become who you truly want to be. Are you ready to enter a world where magic is art, and every single line can change fate? Then get ready, because Witch Hat Atelier is one of the most beautiful and unique fantasy stories of the new generation.
The third season of Oshinoko opens the darkest chapter of this story. Aqua gets closer to the truth about his past and realizes that the world of show business is not just bright lights and smiles, but a place of lies, manipulation, and broken destinies. His path is no longer just about revenge. It becomes a dangerous game with his own fates. Ruby rises rapidly to fame, but along with popularity come secrets that can destroy her dreams. The higher she climbs, the more frightening the price of success becomes. The new season focuses on psychology, drama, and unexpected plot twists. There are no clear heroes or villains here, only choices and their consequences. Oshinoko Season 3 is a story about pain, truth, and the real cost of dreams. If you're waiting for this season, hit like, write in the comments who you support, Aqua or Ruby, and subscribe so you don't miss the hottest anime news.
If you thought you had seen everything in the world of martial arts, then Baki, the invincible samurai, is ready to truly surprise you. This is the story of legendary fighters, where strength, technique, and strategy decide everything. Samurai of the past clash with modern masters in battles with no rules, where a single move can end the fight instantly. In this season of Baki, we'll see even more brutal fights, incredible techniques, and fighters willing to go to the very end for victory and honor. There are no ordinary story cliches here. Every fight is unique, and the characters show that true strength is not just muscles, but also mind, will, and strategy. This anime is for those who love action down to the last strike, tension in every frame, and spectacular, almost unreal battles that keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Are you ready to witness the strongest fighters who are willing to battle for honor, glory, and victory? Then get ready, because Baki, the invincible samurai, will show that the real fight begins where the limits of human strength end. If you thought you had seen everything in the world of martial arts, then Baki, the invincible samurai, is ready to truly surprise you. This is the story of legendary fighters, where strength, technique, and strategy decide everything. Samurai of the past clash with modern masters in battles with no rules, where a single move can end the fight instantly. In this season of Baki, we'll see even more brutal fights, incredible techniques, and fighters willing to go to the very end for victory and honor. There are no ordinary story cliches here. Every fight is unique, and the characters show that true strength is not just muscles, but also mind, will, and strategy. This anime is for those who love action down to the last strike, tension in every frame, and spectacular, almost unreal battles that keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Are you ready to witness the strongest fighters who are willing to battle for honor, glory, and victory? Then get ready, because Baki Do, the invincible samurai, will show that the real fight begins where the limits of human strength end. In Season 3 of Fire Force, the final chapter of the story begins. Shinra Kusakabe is no longer just a hero. He is the key to the fate of all humanity. The secrets of Adola are finally revealed. The evangelist begins the final phase of the plan. The world stands on the edge of total destruction. Every battle becomes more dangerous than ever. Every character shows their true side. Arthur, Benimaru, Sho, all enter a war where there is no room for mistakes. But one question remains. What does it truly mean to be a hero? Fire Force Season 3 is epic battles, a darker atmosphere, the truth about the past, and a finale that will change everything. This is the season where fire is not the enemy, but hope, where friendship is tested through pain, where the fate of humanity is decided in a single flame. If you watched the first seasons, you must see the finale. If you are new, now is the perfect time to begin. Are you ready to enter Adola? Are you ready to witness Shinra's final battle? Fire Force Season 3, the final season. The fire will burn for the last time.
I'm not supposed to have any emotions.
That's right. Since we met, every moment, when I look at him, his expression's the same. Like he's trying his best to endure.
In Season 2 of Hell's Paradise, the story becomes darker and more dangerous. Gabimaru, the emotionless ninja, continues his journey, where life and death are separated by a single breath. The secrets of the island begin to reveal themselves. The monsters are not the most terrifying enemies. The true threat are the gods who rule this cursed paradise. Every character faces their fears. Some seek immortality, some seek redemption, and some simply want to survive. In Season 2, we will see more brutal battles, more mysteries, new enemies, and the truth about the island's nature. Gabimaru is changing. His heart, once believed to be dead, begins to feel again. Hell's Paradise Season 2 is not just a continuation. It is a battle between humans and gods. It asks the question, what matters more, immortality or humanity? If you watched Season 1, you know there is no turning back. If you are new, you are about to enter one of the darkest and most beautiful anime worlds of recent years.
Don't you dare give up again! Instead of facing your problems, you locked yourself away and hid in the darkness because you thought it was the easiest thing to do! Maybe you weren't chosen, maybe no one wanted you, and maybe you can't be forgiven! But you still have to stand your ground without making excuses for yourself!
In Black Clover Season 2, the story becomes bigger and more dangerous. Kingdoms are drawn into war, secret organizations come out of the shadows, and the enemies are far stronger than anyone expected. Demons, forbidden magic, ancient elves. The world of Black Clover begins to reveal its darkest secrets. Every character faces a trial. Yuno searches for his own path of power. Noelle fights against her past. The Magic Knight captains show why they are called legends. But one question remains. Can a boy without magic change the fate of the entire world? Black Clover Season 2 is more epic battles, character development, dark mysteries, and the road to a great war between magic and demons. This is the season where friendship becomes a weapon, weakness turns into strength, and hope is born from despair. If you watch Season 1, you know this is only the beginning. If you are new, now is the perfect time to enter a world of magic and swords. Are you ready to see Asta challenge gods and demons? Are you ready for the next chapter of Black Clover?
In Season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the story reaches a whole new level. After the chaos of Shibuya, the world of sorcerers will never be the same. Satoru Gojo is sealed, the balance of power is broken, and curses begin to hunt. Yuji Itadori is forced to move forward, despite guilt, fear, and loss. Megumi approaches his dark destiny, and new enemies become stronger than ever before. Secret organizations step out of the shadows. An experiment meant to change humanity begins. The world stands on the edge of a war between sorcerers powers and curses. Every battle in Season 3 is a fight for life and death. Every character reveals their true nature. There are no simple heroes anymore, only those who will survive. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 is brutal and fast-paced battles, psychological tension, new techniques, and the truth about the origin of cursed energy. This is the season where hope becomes weakness, friendship is tested by blood, and fate is decided in a single strike. If you watch the previous seasons, you know now everything is truly serious.
The main character ends up in the most terrifying place in this world, among ruins, monsters, and forgotten objects. There is no law here, no protection, and no mercy, only survival. But in this hell, he begins to change. His anger and pain turn into strength. Every fight is not just a battle, it's an attempt to prove that even someone treated like garbage can change their fate. In Gachiakuta, you'll find brutal and intense action, a unique visual style, and an atmosphere of hopelessness that grabs you from the very first moment. There is no clear line between good and evil. There is an unjust world, people broken by the system, and a burning desire to escape the cycle of violence. This is not just a story about fights and monsters. It's a story about survival, rage, and hope in the dirtiest and most dangerous place imaginable. Are you ready to see a world where trash becomes a weapon and the weak turn into warriors? Are you ready to dive into one of the darkest and most unusual universes of the new generation? Then get ready, because Gachiakuta might become one of the biggest discoveries of the year.
10th place, Shaman King. What if the entire world were a battlefield between shamans, and the spirits of the past decided the future of humanity? In this anime, an ordinary boy is drawn into the legendary shaman tournament, where the winner becomes the Shaman King and gains the power to change the fate of the world. Here's what awaits you: intense and spectacular battles filled with spiritual energy, charismatic characters with their own tragedies and dreams, mysticism, ancient legends, and the atmosphere of true ritual combat. The main character doesn't seek power. He wants peace and harmony, but that very path makes him one of the most dangerous warriors of all. His enemies are not just villains, but fighters with their own philosophy and past, turning every battle into a real emotional drama. Shaman King is an anime about friendship, inner strength, and the choice between destruction and peace. It captivates not only with action, but also with deep ideas about life, death, and destiny. Ready to move on to the next spot in the ranking? Don't go anywhere. The next one will be even more powerful. 9th place, Epic 7. What if your favorite fantasy game turned into a full anime world with epic battles and cinematic visuals? Epic 7 brings together magic, knights, demons, and gods in a story where every character has their own destiny and tragic past. Here's why this title stands out: breathtaking fights with smooth, high-quality animation, a rich fantasy universe filled with ancient wars and powerful artifacts, heroes with deep backstories, emotions, and personal goals. The story follows warriors chosen to protect the world from destruction, but the line between good and evil is never simple. Every battle feels like a scene from an epic movie, and every character adds a new layer to the mystery of this universe. Epic 7 is not just about action, it's about sacrifice, loyalty, and the struggle to change fate itself. Its visual style and music create a powerful atmosphere that pulls you deeper into its world with every episode. Then Epic 7 deserves a spot on your watch list. 8th place, the Water Magician. What if the most underestimated element became the deadliest weapon? In this anime, a water magician is not just a healer, but a strategist and a fighter who can control streams, ice, and the destructive power of the ocean. Here's what awaits you: a unique magic system where water is both defense and offense, smart tactical battles instead of simple who is stronger fights, beautiful visuals, and a rich fantasy atmosphere. The main character starts as a weak mage, but step by step unlocks the true potential of his element. Every battle is not just a clash of power, but an intellectual duel where the winner is the one who uses abilities and the environment most wisely. The Water Magician is a story about growth, discipline, and the power of intelligence. The anime proves that even the calmest element can become destructive in the hands of a true master. Then this title definitely deserves a spot on your watch list.
That hour, when all enemies lie lifeless, your voice shall sing my praises. And your hand shall lavish pats upon my head!
7th place, Sentenced to be a hero. Being a hero usually means saving the world. But what if it sounds like a death sentence? In this anime, the chosen ones are not rewarded with glory. They are punished with the role of heroes and sent to the most dangerous corners of the world, where survival is almost impossible. The main character is dragged into a cruel system where human life has no value, and the word hero means only one thing: walking straight towards certain death for the sake of others' peace. There are no fairy tale victories or easy battles here. Every fight is paid for with pain, loss, and inner struggle. The atmosphere is dark and tense, the story is full of unexpected twists, and the characters are shown not as perfect saviors, but as ordinary people who are afraid yet forced to move forward. This is a story about a choice without a choice, about a fate you cannot escape, and about the price that must be paid for humanity's survival. If you enjoy dark fantasy with deep drama, moral dilemmas, and harsh reality, Sentenced to be a Hero truly deserves its place in this top. 6th place, Chronicles of Humans and Demons. What if the line between humans and demons completely disappeared? In this dark fantasy world, war is not just about power. It's about survival, hatred, and painful choices that shape destiny. This anime offers brutal and emotional battles, a deep, mysterious world filled with ancient curses and legends, morally complex characters who are neither fully heroes nor villains. The story follows warriors caught between two races, forced to decide who deserves to live and who must fall. Every fight carries weight, and every decision leads to tragic consequences. Friendship can turn into betrayal, and enemies may hide the same pain as humans. Chronicles of Humans and Demons is not just an action anime. It's a story about fear, coexistence, and the price of power. Its dark atmosphere and dramatic storytelling keep you hooked from the very first episode. 5th place, Dragon Raja. What if dragons are not a myth, but an ancient race hiding among humans and controlling the fate of the world? Dragon Raja pulls us into a dark and epic story where an ordinary boy is drawn into a war between humanity and the descendants of dragons. Here's what awaits you: a vast and detailed world filled with the secrets of ancient civilizations, spectacular battles with magic, technology, and the power of dragon blood, characters with tragic pasts and deep inner conflicts, an atmosphere where every decision can lead to the destruction of entire cities. The main character starts as a normal student, but soon realizes that a power flows through his veins that can either save the world or destroy it. The story shifts from everyday school life to a brutal reality where friendship turns into betrayal and power becomes a curse. Dragon Raja is not just an action anime about dragons. It is a story about the fear of losing one's humanity, about choosing between duty and feelings, and about the price that must be paid for true power. 4th place, The Pharmacist's Monolog. What if an ordinary pharmacy hid more secrets than you could imagine? The Pharmacist's Monolog immerses us in a world where every prescription and every ingredient can change people's lives, and even decide the fate of entire cities. Here's what awaits you: a smart, carefully crafted storyline where every detail matters, deep psychological insight and moral dilemmas for the characters, unexpected twists and tense moments that keep you on edge until the last episode, beautiful, stylish animation that emphasizes the atmosphere of the pharmacy and city life. The main character is a pharmacist with a unique philosophy of life. He sees the world differently from those around him, and his actions make you think about good, evil, and the cost of human choices. The Pharmacist's Monolog is not just an anime about working in a pharmacy. It's a deep drama where intellect, morality, and understanding human nature take center stage.
君はこっち側だろ。俺が全て受け入れてあげるよ。
3rd place, Sakamoto Days. What if the world's most dangerous hitman became an ordinary family man with a bit of extra weight? Sakamoto Days is an explosive mix of action, comedy, and a heartfelt story about a man who traded the life of killing for peace and family. Here's what awaits you: insanely dynamic and creative fight scenes, signature Japanese humor and unexpected situations, themes of family, friendship, and protecting loved ones, a charismatic main character with a legendary past. Sakamoto was once a living legend among assassins. Now he runs a small shop and lives a quiet life, until his past comes back to hunt him. Every episode shows the clash between peaceful daily life and the brutal world of killers. Sakamoto Days is not just an action anime, it's a story about how even the most dangerous man can choose a path of kindness without losing his incredible strength. Second place, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. What if you were given a second chance at life, in a world of magic and adventure? Mushoku Tensei is not just another isekai. It's a deep and emotional journey of redemption, growth, and becoming a better person. Here's why it stands out. Breathtaking animation and cinematic world building. A rich fantasy universe filled with magic, monsters, and different cultures. Strong character development with real mistakes and consequences. Intense battles mixed with emotional storytelling. The main character is reborn in a new world with all his memories from a past life, but this time he decides to live without regrets, learning magic, facing danger, and slowly changing himself from the inside out. Every arc feels meaningful, and every challenge pushes him closer to true maturity. Mushoku Tensei is not only about power and adventure, it's about trauma, family, friendship, and the courage to start over. Few anime manage to combine epic fantasy with such a personal and human story. First place, Fate/Strange Fake. What if the Holy Grail War spiraled completely out of control and turned into pure chaos? Fate/Strange Fake is the darkest, wildest, and most epic entry in the Fate universe, where the usual rules no longer apply and every battle could be the last. Here's what awaits you. Legendary heroes and anti-heroes summoned into a distorted Holy Grail War, breathtaking battles with top-tier magic and animation, a complex and intriguing story full of secrets and conspiracies, a dark atmosphere where there is no clear good or evil, charismatic characters with their own goals and tragic pasts. In this story, the Holy Grail War is fake, but the consequences are more real than ever. Heroes fight not only for their wishes, but for survival itself, and an entire city becomes an arena of gods and legends. Every episode is an explosion of emotion, action, and unexpected twists. Fate/Strange Fake is the peak of action and drama in the Fate universe. It's an anime for those who want maximum scale, maximum intensity, and maximum tension. That's it. This was our top 20 anime. Write in the comments which anime you liked the most and which ranking you disagree with. Hit like hard if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss new top lists and the hottest anime news. See you in the next video. Even more awesome content is coming.